Well, there she is, the love of my life, or one of them. Hope the girlfriend never watches my demos, but I think we're probably safe on that front. Um, I am going to do a little work on her today. What we're doing is installing this stuff. We're going from a Nashville and stock studs and putting in the Faber hardware. So just to give you a little idea from a size standpoint, these things, I gotta hold it in place. Sorry, I got the shakes. But as you can see, it's more of a normal classic style or classic sized ABRN, and then the kit, the installation kit. So what I'm hoping to do is actually do a definitive demo. In this case, the first thing I'm going to do is just swap out the studs, keep the original bridge, test it, obviously record it without it first, then just swap the studs, see if that had any impact, and then add the bridge, which I can tell right off the bat is a, just from a feel standpoint, this, it's got a nice weight to it, but it just feels sturdy. This, when you shake it around like that, there's no movement. So that said, the Nashville here, the posts go straight up into the bridge and they're perfectly sized. Let's see if that's, so we'll see. And I've got a lockdown aluminum tailpiece. So the idea is going to be, if I've left enough slack on these strings, I'm going to be able to get the bridge out without removing the strings and without damaging the guitar, and then do all those tests. Little concerned because if you ever watched the Doug and Pat show, Joe Bonamassa talks about not messing with guitars that sound great. And I love my guitar, and I'm going to mess with her, and a lot of times this stuff isn't necessarily reversible. So, but that said, bigger studs shouldn't be an issue, and the bridge, the bridge should be interchangeable. So, we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. Part 1 of this ridiculous experiment. We have, again, the stock bridge, stock studs, aftermarket tailpiece, locking studs. Those are the Tone Pros, and so is the tailpiece. I'm going to play some chords and some notes and a bend acoustically up close to the camera, and we'll see how that goes. Then I'll play stuff through the amp with stock, then we'll switch to studs, then we'll switch to the bridge as well and see what the final result is. So here we go. I'll try to let you know when I hear everything dying off. I'll get really close here. All right, so chord. Dead. Dead. A little bit less than what I hear, but what I can feel too. Okay. Anyway, without the mic here, I doubt this is coming through on the little cell phone camera. So anyway, here's a bend. All right, so we'll go amplify and see how that goes. Okay, part 1 of the test. stock configuration, but it's Tone Pro's tailpiece and locking studs, stock studs, and bridge. So we're going to start clean on the neck. Then we're using a Badcat at a very high volume but a very low gain. Whatever, it all makes sense in a second, but basically have a really nice clean sound, then going to turn it up. So just going to do some chords again, and then some bends and whatnot, and try to give you a sense of what this sounds like beforehand. So here we go. Neck pickup. Okay, so I'm not as concerned about sustain on the clean, because obviously we have no gain. You know, it should be more on the other side. So we're going to switch the unleash into a much lower volume, but then we're going to bump the gain up to 25% even so that I can remember this next time. And we'll stay on the tail, or sorry, the bridge. Everything's maxed out. And actually, it's a little quiet in here. Let's bump up the Badcat. Okay, same thing. Good. So as you can hear, yeah, I'm actually cutting off the trails. Alright. Dead-ish. Okay, so there you go. Let's change the studs. Thought I would tape this part because I can already feel it coming pretty easy first turn. So I mean, this is, I don't even think at this point. Yep, would have just came out by hand. Go slowly, carefully. Oh yeah, giggity goo. So, this is a 2013. Sorry for the delay, I'm getting the screw out. Almost there. Come on, there we go. Okay. Set this down gently. There is your stud. There's the new one. I think online the other studs made from different years are a lot shorter. So, I mean, there is a difference, but I guess I expected them to be massively different. So, but anyway, we shall see. And again, we've got, this is, you know, one whole piece versus two pieces, the screw that goes in there. So, let's see how this goes. Okay, here's the dangerous part. We got this set up. Hope this goes well. I'm doing light little taps. Okay, I don't know where to stop. It's a. I mean, to me, that's good. That's in there. Yeah. So that's that. That's as far as we'll take that. If there's any added sustain from giving her 2 or 3 more hard raps, I'll miss out. Okay, so something to note here is the original bridge. It is pretty loose. So, as much as I'd like to do a 3-part series, we'll just do a before and after and go from there, because I want to play this. So, okay, we're all finished. We have the studs in, the bridges swapped. I ended up not doing a without the new bridge option, as the fit with the old bridge didn't seem as tight. So I can't imagine it would be better in any way, since it was sort of loose on the posts. The bridge here is a much better fit. I've got everything tuned up and intonated up as best as I can, but I shot this immediately, so it might need to settle in a little bit. So anyway, here we go. We'll do the acoustic, and then I'll flip everything back on, and we'll see how she sounds amplified. All right? So, up close. Dead. 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 Bends. Over. All right. Okay. Okay. After a bunch of trial and error, which you'll never see the takes of those, I think I have everything set up correctly. You've heard the acoustic, but the toughest thing was getting everything in tune, settled, intonated, and then finding the original clean amp spot, because it's very touchy gain knob. So, going to do the amplified part now that we have the bridge and studs in, since the old bridge didn't fit great. So, here we go with the neck first, doing clean. Bridge. that's helpful. Let's go to the dirty side. Everything's still all at 10s, and even though this isn't my setting, we're going at 25%. Oh, the other issue I had earlier was the pickup, or not, the bridge height was off by 1 millimeter on both sides. So, anyway, so here we go. Now, bump this. I bumped it before. Keeps going. So, as you can hear, I'm cutting it off, but to me, the decay is slower. So, there is something there. Bends, let's try this. Oh, well, it would help if we did it in the same spot. So, I don't know how well this is going to come through YouTube and the mic and everything like that. I can see my computer monitor and I can see a difference on the readout, but again, nothing's perfectly scientific. You know, I had to bump the Badcat because I was messing with it before. You know, and again, the amp was on standby for a bit. There's so many different factors, so you'll have to decide. I think it's great gear. I think it definitely, you know, from holding it and feeling it, it seems like better materials. I'm happy with my purchase. You know, you decide for yourself whether you think it's worth the money, worth the investment. All right? Good luck to you.